This video explains why Punjabi businesses should support all political parties in elections and not just one or two political parties. And so will I. Hello friends, this is Unmasked Truth with Harmanjeet Saini, where I provide unique analysis of world events based on the unmasked truth that after surrender, Germany continued World War II clandestinely and became a killing machine. I also provide true news that you will find nowhere else. On July 22nd, 2021, I posted a video titled Disturbing Video that shows who not to vote for in elections in Punjab state and India, in which I advocated voting for a particular party in the upcoming elections in Punjab state in February or March of 2022. In retrospect, I realized that was a mistake and have taken down that video and the post. In that video, I had indicated that for religious reasons, I do not personally get involved in politics, but I had still offered my opinion on voting. I now realize why that was a grave mistake. By choosing one party over others, I risk making enemies and turning those against me whom I have not supported. That is the very last thing I want to do. Therefore, I have decided to issue this appeal to Punjabi voters. Please disregard my earlier opinion and vote your own conscience. Make your own choice on whom you want to vote for in the upcoming elections. My religion instructs me in how to conduct myself in this world. 2 Timothy chapter 2 verses 3 to 4 state, "You therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Jesus Christ. No man that wars entangles himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him," meaning God and Jesus Christ, "who has chosen him to be a soldier." As soldiers of Jesus Christ, who has put us into his church, we are to do God's work and devote our resources to doing that work. I do that work full time as evidenced by my writing and videos on my Facebook and YouTube channels Unmasked Truth with Harmanjeet Saini and my religion website www.churchofgodmessage.com and my weekly messages on global issues and Bible prophecy. My church has also interpreted these verses to mean that we do not get involved in politics in the world or vote or support particular candidates. I have kept this command ever since I became eligible to vote in India or in the United States. I have never voted in any elections in India, and I have been a US citizen for about a decade and a half, but I have never voted in elections in the United States. Following this command has served me very well in the United States. We have had both Republican and Democrat presidents in the United States since I have been here. In the states I have lived in, the governors have nearly always been Republicans, but the mayors of the cities I have lived in have nearly always been Democrats. I have been in the good books of all of them because I do not support any particular party and personally do not vote in elections. I will follow the same principle in politics in Punjab or Greater Punjab, meaning the states of Punjab, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Uttar Pradesh, Delhi, and Uttarakhand in India, and the rest of North India. I will no longer ask anyone to vote for a particular party. Please make your own decisions on which party and which candidate to vote for. We Punjabis, particularly Sikhs, are fighting for our very future, indeed, our very survival. Ever since we fought the Germans in Second World War II as part of the British Indian Army, we have been targeted by them for destruction. They have targeted us because our representation in the British Indian Army was higher than most other Indians. With massive financial incentives, the Germans have built an alliance with Indians from Gujarat, Rajasthan, Bengal, and the South Indian states, and the Banias to destroy the Punjabis. Anything that divides us will make their task that much easier. So we must avoid divisions within ourselves at all costs. I have no interest in participating in politics. My main interest is business and helping North India develop economically by helping set up business enterprises. I need to work with everyone in government, and that includes all legislators from all parties. Businesses need all branches of government, including the legislative branch, on their side, helping their business enterprises thrive and create jobs, and helping with legislation that is favorable to them, and yet legislation that will never harm the environment or the state or harm poor people. Only by job creation can all our people become prosperous. Business prosperity means more revenues for government, which will mean rising salaries for government employees and legislators, resulting in prosperity for all of them. Everyone will thus enjoy a higher standard of living. That's why all our politicians and entrepreneurs need to work closely together. I do not say that all of us in business need to get involved in politics. We need to work with our politicians from all parties. We see Modi working with the Ambanis, Adani, and the Tatas. That's why they are thriving. We see all the South Indian politicians working very closely with all their entrepreneurs. That's why they are thriving. We need Indians, particularly Punjabis in Greater Punjab area, to need to do the same. Businesses don't want to take sides with political parties and turn anyone or any party into their enemy. I believe the Japanese businesses have developed the perfect formula for a right relationship between government, legislators, and businesses. Political parties need funds to fight elections. There can only be two legitimate sources of funds: the people themselves and business. Japanese industry collects funds from all its members, which it then hands over to all parties except those who work with the unions, which get their funding from the unions. So they hand over the collected funds to all parties to fight elections. We need to do the same, letting all our political parties know that we need their support for the sake of welfare of all the people in our states. But we will give funds to all parties to fight elections because money is needed to fight elections. We will not take part in politics by supporting one party over others. The next question is how funds provided by businesses should be allocated to the various parties. The best formula I could come up with is to allocate funds in proportion to the number of seats held by each party. For example, Punjab Legislative Assembly, called the Punjab Vidhan Sabha, has 117 seats. Out of these, 77 are held by the Indian National Congress or INC, 20 by the Aam Aadmi Party or the AAP, 15 by the Shromani Akali Dal or SAD, 3 by the Bharatiya Janata Party or BJP, and 2 by the Lok Insaf Party or LIP. If businesses collect rupees 5 crore to distribute between the parties, then for the February March 2022 election, the allocation would be rupees 3.9 crore. A crore is 10 million and a lakh is 100,000. So rupees 3.29 crore to INC, rupees 85.47 lakhs to AAP or the Aam Aadmi Party, rupees 16.1 lakhs to SAD or Shromani Akali Dal, rupees 12.82 lakhs to BJP or Bharatiya Janata Party, and rupees 8.55 lakhs to the Lok Insaf Party. In the 2022 election, the number of seats won by various parties will be different. Allocation for the next election then will change according to the seats held by each party at that time. Another key issue is that businesses should not, and I will not, bribe individual politicians or government ministers or servants. Those who bribe and those who accept bribes or engage in any form of corruption should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. The Japanese vigorously prosecute politicians and government officials who accept bribe, as do governments in all developed countries. Again, businesses do not want to get involved in politics by supporting just one party over others. They need all the state's politicians on their side so that they can devote all the time to their businesses and compete globally, create jobs, bring economic development and prosperity to the people in their state. But political parties need funds to fight elections. The formula I have proposed, borrowed unashamedly from the Japanese, well, why reinvent the wheel? This formula will help develop an amicable and harmonious relationship between government, political parties, industries, and businesses. I have also suggested that we should let younger politicians take the helm of government. This must have offended senior politicians, citing their experience as the reason why they think they should hold the highest positions in government. I have two suggestions to offer in this regard. First, there is no harm in senior aged legislators serving in the legislature and offering the benefit of their experience in crafting laws. Serving in the ministry should be left to younger and more energetic legislators. This will also help develop political and administrative talent. The second way senior aged legislators can serve is through their advice based on their expertise. For this purpose, I suggest businesses and wealthy Punjabi individuals fund think tanks in which experienced legislators can serve. The think tanks could obtain part of their funding through government grants as well. I hope this clarifies my position on how I will work and how businesses should work with politicians in the Greater Punjab area. We all have a common goal and purpose: economic development of North India and making it militarily strong and secure. We should be united in achieving that goal. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please continue to watch my videos and read my articles on important world events, World War III watch, politics, international business, advice on health and medical problems, and much more for in-depth and insightful analysis. Please also subscribe to my YouTube and Facebook channels, Unmasked Truth with Harmanjeet Saini, to view and get information on the latest videos. Some people do not have the time to go through the full length of videos. They find it more convenient to read the text of the video. Unfortunately, YouTube does not provide the facility to make the text of my videos available on YouTube. But fortunately, Facebook does provide that facility. So I make the text of my videos available on my Facebook channel, which you can easily copy.